2016 presidential race. And then, of course, that's a question about the 2016 election itself, when the Trump campaign paid Cambridge Analytica just under $6 million for running the campaign's data operation. Senator Amy Klobuchar brought that up on our show a few days back, that maybe people should start looking at the smallness of that number.
There are all kinds of potential legal violations here. The first and foremost is Cambridge Analytica itself, and how that works with the Trump campaign, and is that truly the value, a couple $1 million, compared to what I think someone has said maybe $100 million in value. That's a potential major election violation.
So if these allegations about basically unreported, outsized campaign contributions are true, the question for us now is, how exactly did they do that if they did it? What were the mechanisms they used to make these kinds of contributions and to move this money around in American campaigns? What should we look for to try to find out if this is moving this way in our politics? Well, that brings us back to Thom Tillis and this British guy who's been bragging online about all the work he did on Thom Tillis's campaign in 2014, including on this campaign ad he features in the Thom Tillis section on his website. And watch this. This is the very end of that ad that he's been featuring there. See the bottom part there? This is an ad that a British guy is bragging about having worked on, dreamed up for the Thom Tillis campaign, while he was working for the parent company of Cambridge Analytica. But according to the disclosure there at the end, it's paid for by the John Bolton Super PAC. John Bolton's Super PAC, also funded by Robert Mercer, who also funded Cambridge Analytica, which is now facing whistleblower allegations that the company sent foreign workers into the U.S. to work on Republican campaigns, and that these connected companies and entities were set up basically as a way to funnel Mercer's money into campaigns without it being seen. John Bolton's Super PAC appears to have been one of the links in that alleged operation. And of course, he has just been named National Security Advisor. I should tell you, since we first got a look at that British consultant's website bragging about the 2014 election and Thom Tillis, a couple of things have happened. I should tell you, the British guy didn't answer our emails, at least in the form of an email reply. But after we asked him about the John Bolton Super PAC ad that he posted for his show and tell, he changed his website. He took down the John Bolton Super PAC ad. Now he's just put up in its place a very exciting picture of Thom Tillis, which maybe the British guy also helped with, I don't know. And now, instead of saying that he helped Thom Tillis's successful senatorial campaign create highly targeted advertising, harnessing SCL's national database of voter issue sentiment and psychographic profiles, instead of all that, now that he's had the better part of 4 years to reflect on it, now since we started asking questions about that last night, he's changed it to say that really just helping a local political party with something a lot simpler, none of that highly targeted psychographic profile stuff that's in all the headlines now. So that's the first funny thing that happened when we started asking about this. Second thing is that the Campaign Legal Center now says they intend to file this complaint with the Federal Elections Commission. We got the draft of the complaint. It alleges that the Bolton Super PAC was making illegal, unreported, and excessive in-kind contributions to that Thom Tillis Senate race in 2014. John Bolton, with all the Robert Mercer money. It hasn't even been a full week since the president named Bolton as his new national security advisor. But if the idea was to not end up in a Michael Flynn situation again, Bolton might have been an odd pick. Here's Bolton in a 2013 Russian gun rights video for a group whose founder is now reportedly the subject of an FBI investigation into whether he illegally funneled Russian money into the Trump campaign by way of the NRA. Now here's Bolton showing up and reporting about Cambridge Analytica, which Robert Mueller is also reportedly investigating over the 2016 election. And now comes this watchdog complaint about Bolton's PAC in the 2014 election. We are 6 days out from the announcing of Bolton for this incredibly sensitive job. Heck of a choice, heck of a way to get started.